Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders. But today, to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas. Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Florida Gators offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Might be changing the route. Thomas looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. Can't get into the ground. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there's a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. They just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this.
There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return. 22. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. And there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Line is set on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's McIntyre. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Shakes off the defender. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. to the end of the first quarter. Offense changing the play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top.
And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
The Gators will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And some room to work. Kearney on the Jets. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. He'll try to pop the draw.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Thomas back to pass. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start. Everybody gets to...
Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on a QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys, let's chat about Florida. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for space. It's Cherry. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Thomas looking to fire. Gets rid of it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. the pressure. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the safety.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. The short hands, it's Diggs. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll try the run. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McIntyre. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just...
Trying to get behind the defense. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Finds the tight end. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. The give to the big fullback. Oh, better look out. Past the first down marker and still running. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets it. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Thomas back to pass. Snags it over the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The give to the tailback. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Ruiz. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So here comes the Michigan offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily...
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's It's Moncrief.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very
Loose in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. To the air, it's Alford. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Diggs. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Leaves it with the back.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third down play from the gun. Lets it fly. Touchdown Wolverines. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to... There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Ruiz. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Finds his tight end.
see a lot of offenses late in the football game when the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Finding an escape route. Past the 40. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Creates a little room.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Back to throw, it's Alford. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last. Down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive and maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On third down, he drops to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Trying play action. It's complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Pulls and fires complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Game is essentially over right now, and you wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. To throw, it's Alford. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turns it on at midfield. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example.